What's going on, guys? Good old boy map where I gotta make this super quick. So I'm not gonna be doing any review for The Walking Dead. That's not important right now. Excuse me. A lot of people think that Glenn is dead right now. If you haven't seen the video, if you haven't seen The Walking Dead yet, because, you know, for whatever reason, Glenn was on top of a dumpster surrounded by zombies. He was standing on the top of the dumpster, and Nicholas, if you don't remember who that guy is the guy that tried to kill Glenn a while back. Nicholas was on there, and there was like a large amount of zombies around him. Nicholas couldn't handle it. He freaked out because of all the zombies, and he sort of went into like a little phase, and he said thank you, like I guess for saving his life. And he takes out the gun, he kills himself. Glenn reacts to him committing suicide right in his face. Blood goes all over Glenn's face. From Nicholas, not from Glenn. Glenn grabs onto Nicholas, and Nicholas falls. Oh, sorry if you heard a notification. Let me get that out of there. I know, I'm doing this with a cell phone. I apologize. I just got to make this quick. I wanted to upload it for anyone who had any doubts. Glenn falls into the pile of zombies with Nick on top of him. You don't see anything of Nick. All you see is Glenn's face, and he's screaming. He's sort of pouting. He's like that. And you see blood and guts and zombies eating. Now, let me tell all those non-believers why Glenn is not dead right now. Or why at least I think Glenn is not dead right now. One, is The Walking Dead really going to let Glenn die just by a horde of zombies? Sorry if another notification came up if you heard that. Is The Walking Dead really going to let him die, such a main character, just by a horde of zombies? I don't think so. Two, Nicholas was on top of Glenn. When he fell, you see Glenn lands on the concrete, because they're like in a city, and Nick was on top of his body. So therefore, logically, you would think that the zombies were chewing up Nick's body, not Glenn's. Okay? Coda, be quiet! And then, sorry, there's a dog. I'm gonna talk louder. So, I really gotta get this quick. So you would assume that Nick is the one being torn up, not Glenn. And, you know, of course he's crying and screaming. He's seeing somebody get eaten alive on his chest, you know, right there. So that would explain why he was screaming and crying. And not only that, but you would think with everything Glenn's been through, with all that dude's put on like armor and ran through a horde of zombies. If you don't remember that in season 5, he's been through a lot. He's a part of Rick's group, and he knows how to survive. So you would assume that he would have the knowledge to pull Nick's body onto him as a shield for the zombies to eat him. You would just assume, right? Not only that, if you watch like the first 5 minutes of Talking Dead, Chris Hardwick says, what appears to be Glenn's death. What appears to be Glenn's death, not what is Glenn's death. He never actually said Glenn died. No one said Glenn died. And plus, Nick's body was on. You see the facts that are lining up. I'm already 3 minutes. This thing has to be uploaded. So yeah, no review, no anything. But that's for anyone who has doubts. It could go either way. I have no idea. If he does die, here's how I think they're going to do it. I think they're not going to let Glenn's death go unnoticed. So if he did die, then I think they're going to see a zombie Glenn, probably Maggie, maybe Rick or somebody, and they're going to have to put down the zombie Glenn. That's how they know. They're not going to let it go unnoticed, that's for sure. But I deeply think, with all those facts that I just listed, that I do not think Glenn is dead. So for anybody who had their panties up in a wad tonight and was worried about it, there's the facts, there's what I have to say. Sorry if I was talking kind of like quick and scientific. Therefore, you would think that he had the knowledge, whatever. And yeah, sorry this was on a cell phone. I just had to make it quick, bad quality, whatever. But these are my opinions. Don't freak out yet. From everything I've studied, everything I've seen on The Walking Dead, I am safe to say I think Glenn is alive right now. So don't get worried about it, and I will talk to you all later. Yeah, right.